Hey everyone, and thanks so much for watching this video and being a part of the IR4 podcast. We have a great interview coming up for you on Thursday. Make sure to become a patron, subscribe. Had a great coin review just on Saturday. So my goal is to do one every Saturday, every Tuesday for free. And of course, we have great interviews during the week. Just a small update though in regards to that schedule. I am actually on vacation starting this Friday. So this will be the last market update, coin update for a bit, unless Brian gets the opportunity to do one. So I will mention that I'll go a little bit long on this one. It is entirely free. And if you guys want to hop over and become patrons of the IR4 podcast, we don't do any ads. It's entirely sponsored by you folks. And we are creating brainwaves together all around the world. All right, Big Daddy, Bitcoin, hopping over to BCT USD up 2.3% right now. And here's the long-term moving averages. So the 100, 200 simple moving average. The big thing to take away from this is still going to be this trend line right here, which is going to be acting as a nice resistance for a while. What I love about Bitcoin right now is the volume that's coming in. Very good volume. You have a higher low. It's a pretty poor drawing. Let me try that again. So you have a higher low here, and at some level, we'll probably break out and again start accumulating. I still think we're going to trade sideways for the next few weeks, and then at some point continue higher as we break out that trend line. That'll be the first really big conquest. Now, are we going to break out that trend line? There's a possibility that we don't. We could also break lower, and if we take out the low of this present price, about 9,300 on Bitcoin, great chance we come back down to the high sixes. And that would be a pretty big deal for Bitcoin to do that. It would get a little ugly, a little muddy if we actually take out these lows soon. We could take out those lows later, right? So we do something like this and come back down here and something like that. That's fine. But if we roll over like within the next few days or weeks, that would be a little bit of a bearish signal in my opinion on Bitcoin. But other than that, just purchased some new ones very recently, some new Bitcoins. My hedge fund goes live here in just a few days as well. And we'll be keeping an eye on Bitcoin prices. And I do love this morning star reversal pattern that's shaping up on Bitcoin right there. And again, I'm a big proponent, big fan of this volume that's coming in. Let's go look at Ethereum, ETH, USD, Ethereum over here on the Coinbase exchange. 100 simple moving average propping up Ethereum still quite nicely. Had some good bounces back here, some good bounces back here and here and here and here on the 100. So it's just slowly grinding, doing its thing. Nothing too wild and crazy. Same thing though with Ethereum. If we get a big breakdown and a big bearish candle below that 100, that'd be a little bit of a concern. It also has that pretty gnarly bearish slope right here. And that's the trend line that a lot of people are keeping their eyes on, waiting for it to break out. And again, it doesn't have to. If it doesn't, we're going to see a little bit of blood in the streets on Ethereum for the next, and most cryptos probably for the next few weeks. There was an article recently that wasn't a great article coming out from one of the largest, if not the largest asset manager in the world, BlackRock, coming out mentioning that you can see some complete losses in cryptocurrencies happening in the next few weeks to months, which, if as far as SEC regulations and things like that, as they start slowly trickling down, it makes sense for that to occur. I don't think that the big ones, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, are going to go to zero, but there are a few coins out there that very well could, should, might, and hopefully do, as you get a good smattering of all of this just garbage ICO coins that aren't creating or adding any blockchain value to the world, any real global updates or consciousness shifts. So that'll be interesting to see exactly how that plays out. But Ethereum right now, big level, and I'm excited to see how it's going to break out. Litecoin, LTC USD down a little bit today, but what's going on is Litecoin has had some big breakouts recently, back in February. Good double bottoms down here off the 200 simple. Very pretty retest of the 100 simple right here, and pretty much what's happening on Litecoin is it likes to form triangle patterns. That's kind of what's happening here. So we're going to likely, again, chop around. I think there's going to be a lot of sideways to choppiness for the next few weeks on most cryptos and I'd like to see that happen. And then, of course, maybe mid-March, late March, we actually get the breakout that a lot of people have been waiting for. Don't know if it's going to happen exactly like that, but that's, fingers crossed. We will see. But on Litecoin, again, very similar. If this does turn into a double top and we close below this candle that came in back here on the 23rd of February, then we will make it back down to the 200 at least, which again would be a good buying spot, because if you bought back here at around 110, I mean, that's a fantastic quick little move up there on Litecoin, and it's just its overall movement. Here's EOS, US dollar, over here on Bitfinex, and EOS just chopping around the 100, very similar to most other coins right now. It's just really hanging out. But since Bitcoin is gaining a lot of value, EOS XBT had a little bit of a pop today, and I was looking at buying more off of the 100 simple moving average. I don't know if we get back down there, but I do have a limit buy order to buy some EOS with my Bitcoin down here at the 100, and also have an order to buy some down here at the 200 if somehow we get down that far. Here's Stellar Lumens US dollar on Kraken exchange. Again, huge gap after it started releasing its updates that's now allowing this US dollar currency pair to come in. And people that owned it on the exchange were really excited. And then once they realized that they could go in and sell, they started selling, and it caused a nice little panic drop, if you will, on Stellar Lumens. Here's the moving averages. We're kind of pulling into the moving averages. So really, I'm just expecting this to also chop around, trade sideways, and let some pressure and some momentum continue to build. As I've been mentioning for the last few weeks, this is a phenomenal time to start learning about cryptocurrencies, how to trade them, how to buy them, how to chart them, what to look for, why to look for those things, because this is the boring time of the market. And boring times of the market is when the most money is accumulated. And then when they actually break out, that's when the money is made. I do have a new course at my equities trading company, reallifetrading.com. You can go there, click on premium. You'll notice there's a cryptocurrency program. It's 5 classes long if you want to learn how to trade these things and how to visualize. And of course, more importantly, how to mitigate risk. I do teach that in that particular program. Most of you watching this are already a part of that, but if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube or any other social media outlet, feel free to just learn more, grow more. That's how we progress in life. We learn, we grow, and we determine new things. Let's look at a few more. And again, if you guys ever have any requests, just reach out, let me know, as I'll be happy to look over your requests in the near future. Here's Dash, and this is Dash US dollar, which is also on Kraken. You have a little bit of a Morningstar reversal off the 200. This is a spot where I'm keeping a very close eye on a bounce coming through on Dash. Here's Monero. So Monero dollar over here on the Bitfinex exchange had a phenomenal bounce off the 200 simple. I mean, again, you could have caught this at this old resistance, new support back here. Boom, boom, boom. Really good purchase right around 150. Already getting 100% return on your money. Buying at 150 and it's now at 300 or very close to it. That would have been a really killer move on Monero. This one actually is holding up pretty nicely relative to some of the other coins. Some, again, similar lower highs that most of the markets are getting. And this will be the big line in the sand for most of these coins. If we do, in fact, and can, in fact, break through this level in the next few weeks in the near future. So we'll be looking at a lot of those. And again, if you have any requests, let me know. Feel free just to hop over to our community, post on our community page, what do you want me to look at in the next review? And when I get back from Keystone, Colorado, I will do exactly that. Folks, you rock. Thanks so much for being here. And until next time, love, live, learn. You rock. Bye.